Already panting? Pretty hot, isn't it? We'll get you some water if you need it. You ready? You ready? Track it. Track that deer. All right, we're at 43 hours on a UBT2 that Billy and Hank ran yesterday beautifully at the 15-hour mark. Conditions are terrible. It's hot and dry and windy, but I need the exercise. Wanted to get Mr. Special out and see how he did, so here we are. So far so good. That is the correct woods entrance. Got some toilet paper left over from Billy's track. That's his technique. I like it. Biodegradable, inexpensive, marking spots like you should. They did a really nice job. That dog's gonna find some deer and just get better and better. As far as Mr. Special at 43 hours, we'll have to see. So far so good. Taking a drink. Always let your dog drink. Going up the creek. Hank did a little of that. Not going to influence him. He stopped on his own. I'm just going to stand here and let him work. Didn't like that sticker over there. I'm going to drop the lead, see if he gets on the line. In search mode. Hank actually walked down there a little bit, came back and reacquired. That's interesting. See if Val does the same thing at 43 hours. Right there. Didn't influence him, didn't push him. Back on the line, showing tracking behavior. If I'm in the real world, I go with my dog. See if I can see any blood this late in the game. I don't see why I wouldn't. There hasn't been a drop of rain in 3 weeks. We've actually got 2 tracks. I ran this one first, obviously, because it's older. And even though it's hot and dry, we're going to do them both. don't know what that was. Might have been a distraction. Who knows? I'm not, honestly, without looking at the GPS, I'm not exactly sure where the line totally, truly goes. There's a marker I laid down. There's some blood right there, so he's on the line. I think sometimes in practice, when this dog stops and looks up, he's not doing what I call air bracketing, where they stand in one place and see what they smell. There's some blood. I think he's thinking about being bad in practice. Doesn't do it in the real world. But I got to give him the benefit of the doubt and stand and watch him. I don't see that kind of behavior as much in the real world, or at all, if at all. Usually it takes an actual live critter pretty close to make him do something stupid in the real world. I'm looking at all these logs to see if I see any blood, but pretty much heading in the right direction. There's a marker up ahead where we marked some blood yesterday. Biodegradable. He stops, I stop. Excuse me. Dogwood and pollen making me cough all day. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he's coming up on the first turn. See if he gets it. Hank ran over it. Let's see if Val does. Head's going up. And looks like he's in search mode. Pretty sure he's past the turn. And he's still going. Now, what's he thinking? He's thinking I don't smell it. He's gonna come back where he felt good about it. Still searching. I'm just going to let him work today. Unless he gets way off. Right there. I think he might have it. No, still going the wrong way. I'm not going past the turn. I don't want to give it to him. See how he stopped and looked up? Excuse me. Hit the edge, coming back. Right there, see the hop step? He found it. In the real world, I see the hop step. Not every dog does a hop step. Whatever your dog does. But I see the hop step. And I follow him. Sorry about the coughing. There's a marker there. Well, we marked some blood yesterday, so he did reacquire. I think that indication there might be the first bed. But I could be wrong about that. I don't actually remember where I put it, but when your dog indicates anything like that in the real world, I recommend you take the time to look at it on the ground. You might not see anything, but you just might. He might be showing you something at a time when you'd really like to see something. Now, Hank overran this second turn. and wandered around quite a bit before he reacquired. Did a really nice job reacquiring, and Billy did a really nice job of letting him work. But excuse me, might be a little bit of grid search action happening in here. I think Val overran it also. Let's see if he figures it out. Yep. Right there. See that head snap and the commitment, the hop step? He's on the line. Or close enough that I'll give it to him after 43 hours. There's a marker right there. Oh man, sorry about the coughing. That pollen and cottonwood gets down your throat. And okay, he's a little off and doesn't like it. Might be a scent gap in here somewhere. It's actually pretty close to the line. I'm going to let him work. You're not tangled. Oh, you think you're tangled? All right, not showing him anything. Just getting him off. Even though he could pull through, he's just being a wimp. He's going to go down there and look some more. When he really looks off in the distance like that, I think he's thinking about being a butthead, but at this point in his life, he knows better. Pollen might be getting him too, who knows, as far as the coughing. Let's see if we can tell when he reacquires. That almost looks like tracking right there. Guess I'll go with him. Let's see if I can see any sign. Find any blood. Maybe even find a dead deer. Excuse me. Or my simulated dead deer. Which in this case is a hoof, as usual. It's pretty well hidden too, so we might have some fun if we get to the target, we might have some fun watching him try and zero in on it. I'm sorry about that. He's hitting the edge there. He wants to go left, but he keeps hitting the edge. Technique-wise, he goes back to the right, finds the strongest scent and says, okay, this is the line, and then presses forward with it. Sorry. Oh my God, that's got to be annoying. Now, where's he going? Man, I got water for Val. I didn't bring water for me. I don't want to use his water. He's having to work today, but you know, it's been breezy. In here the scent holds better in these woods, but it's been hot and just as dry as can be. And it's 43 hours, which is, you know, it's fun, but it's not exactly realistic. Okay, looks like he made the third turn. And that might, when he pokes his head up like that, could be a distraction. But he gets back to work because he knows I'll probably get mad at him if he doesn't. I have not seen any blood for a while, but I think he's heading in the right direction. Maybe not. It might be on the wrong trail and he figured it out. restarting himself. Maybe. Just gonna stand here, let him work it out, not even making eye contact. Looks like he likes that. I don't know why I would have walked up to the side here. But maybe I did. Didn't see either bed, and we didn't see him yesterday, so I'm wondering if my techniques for putting the beds out is not as good as it should be. Really looking for blood. Haven't seen any for a while. He's definitely struggling in this area after that third turn. I'm going to let him work unless he gets hung up. In the real world, I don't know where we're at. I'd be holding his leash. I got you. All right. Had to work that area out pretty hard. And I could be wrong, but I think he's on the right line. Try and get down here without having him pull me over. Now, this last creek crossing's a little tricky. There's two possible paths. There's some toilet paper, so there must have been blood here yesterday. So we know we're on the right line. This creek crossing's a little tricky. Not a showstopper because the trails are close together and they both head in the same direction. But it's actually that one to the right. He's taking this one, but I'm going to let him if he wants to look good about it. Right now, I know the target's probably 30 yards from us. So, he just corrected himself and found the right line. Actually, I don't know if you could see that. He was getting kind of close to me, but you could kind of see where he air scented the line while he was trying to make the correction. It's amazing how strong and powerful just a few drops of blood is for these dogs. That's the one right there. You can see some blood on that rock down in the creek, and some toilet paper where obviously Billy saw it and dropped some. If I can just get through here without killing myself. We're almost done. And interesting thing from yesterday is Hank, the beagle, he turned short of the target. He got in the scent pool, turned short of the target, and then came back to it from that field over there. Let's see if Val makes the correct turn. He's sure looking at it. There's some stickers in there that he's not going to be so thrilled with, but I don't want to push him because it's, yeah, the target should be right in there. He knows it. He's right there. We'd probably see the deer from here, but I'm going to let him point it out. If he won't be a sissy and he'll go through the stickers. He knows he's there, he just can't see it. There's like a dead piece of a dead tree that's still sticking up out of the ground. And I've got it in the tree about 3 feet off the ground. He might think I'm holding him up, but I'm not. Yeah, there we go. He knows he's there. He's on scent right now. Haven't seen the tail wagging though. There it is. That's a good dog. What a good dog. Good boy, Valentino. That was a nice track. Very nice. Very nice. A little too much scent for you, but 43 hours will cut you some slack. All right. Good boy. What a good dog. What a good dog. Yeah, let's get out here and get your reward. Get away from these stickers. Come on, buddy. There's my buddy. There he is. Yeah. That thing's been sitting out for a couple of days. Nobody messed with it, which is nice. We're just going to leave it. Okay, so there you go. 43 hours, terrible conditions, UBT2, even 900 yards at this time frame with 3 ounces of blood. That's a pretty good scent line for this dog. And you notice I didn't do anything to help him or influence him or call him off any distractions. Let's see, rewards in my back pocket. Kind of boring today. Not really. Kind of high dollar reward for a dog. Chicken sausage. Yeah. Chicken sausage. You're only getting half because we got another track out there. Good boy. What a good dog. What a good dog. Not much to say about that one. Same old stuff. When your dog's working a check, let them work the check. Sometimes when dogs stop on the line and they're staring off in the distance, it might not be a distraction. Look to see if their nose is working. Some dogs bracket using their nose. This dog does. So I cut him slack, especially since I never know when he's screwing around or thinking about screwing around. But we're going to go run a UBT1. That should be easier unless you're too tired, Mr. Special. You want some water? You want some water? We'll go back past the pond and I'll get you some. Good boy. All right, kids. I might not show the UBT1. And probably, this one looked fairly easy for him. I'll show you this one, and if the UBT1's just 5 or 6 minutes of nothing, I won't show it to you. But hope you enjoyed this one, and someday we'll lay a track that's just for Val and not be running other dogs' test lines at 43 hours. But you can see he got it done and it was fun. All right, hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.